Everyone. I'm Victoria Gallagher. You can call me Vicky. And I am an online student, completely online in the UCAP program. So what you see behind me is my office. And this is the view that everyone I'm in class with has gotten to see for the last 2 years. This is the space that I created for myself so that I could process my online homework and the things that I need to do to stay on top of everything. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this room when I don't need to use it for school. Maybe it'll be a guest room again. I transferred to Ursuline College from Tri-C's Human Services program. And at the time, the only options that we believed we had for continuing our education in social work, my classmates and I, were through Akron, their adult learning program, and through Cleveland State University, which is where a lot of students will transfer to from Tri-C. And I wasn't comfortable with either one of those options because I didn't want to commute anymore, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time in the classroom. So towards the end of our final semester, Sharon, who you already met, and Brooke Charlotte came out to Tri-C to one of our final classes and introduced us to the UCAP program. And from the very beginning of them talking to us, I perked up. Everything that they said was everything that I was looking for in an online class that would allow me to still spend time with my family and would give me the flexibility to still continue working, set my own schedule, and do it from my home, which was ideal. And I guess I had just been waiting for another option. And I actually started this program with, I think, 6 other classmates from Tri-C. And 3 of us are still in the program and have just finished our field placements. So I contacted Ursuline, I got registered, I worked with everyone at the college about financial aid and student loans and grants and scholarships that I could do so that I could really make it happen. So I was fortunate that everything kind of fell into place. And so I wanted something that was flexible, that would give me time to spend with my family, not force me to stay home if something was happening out of town, to still be able to attend family events and go on vacations and things like that, which I will say over the last 2 years, I have been able to do and successfully, as long as I can take my laptop and some of my books with me. In the beginning, I was very dedicated to getting on the computer every day and just telling myself I'm going to spend 1 hour on the computer, and usually it would end up being longer because I wanted to become familiar with D2L and learn how to navigate my courses and get to know the Ursuline and the website. So especially the library, when you go into D2L and then you go into Ursuline's websites, it can be kind of overwhelming in the beginning, but take the time to get to spend online and get to know everything that's available to you, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be where I am today. Ursuline does not want you to fail. They do everything to help you succeed. The professors, the people at the library, Sharon Gravius at the library is our social work expert. You just have to ask for help and it will be there for you. In an online program, what I've experienced is you can't predict conflicts. They're unpredictable, they're unavoidable, and the better prepared we are and the better organized we are, the more we can mitigate them by not getting behind on assignments, by talking to our family about what they can expect over the next 2 years, which is something that I had to do. Our professors and all of the support staff at Ursuline want us to succeed, and they will help us navigate anything that we need to navigate when it comes to conflicts, life circumstances, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you the types of things that my classmates and I have experienced over the last 2 years, and we're all still here. We were able to continue our coursework through really difficult times and be successful. And that wouldn't be the case if it wasn't for the support and the types of professors that we have at Ursuline. And I will add that we're all responsible for our education. I'm a non-traditional student. I'm an adult. I raised my family, and I knew that I was going to be responsible for my education, and more so because it was online, and that was going to require a lot of self-discipline. So I needed to be accountable to myself from the very beginning. I had already, because of my education at Tri-C in the Human Services program, I was really prepared to transfer to Ursuline. So I can't say enough about that program and the things that I was able to accomplish there in order to be even more successful at Ursuline. And keeping a planner was paramount in me staying organized and staying on top of my assignments and not getting behind. We have to be accountable to ourselves when we have an online education, and that means that we have to be dedicated and self-disciplined and force ourselves to sit down at the computer and do things when there might be sun shining outside and the kids want to play on the playground or something. I didn't miss a lot of things, but there were some sacrifices that I did have to make. And Sharon and Stacy have already talked about this, but Ursuline's social work curriculum is really focused on the 9 core competencies that the Social Work Council on Education has determined that all social work students need to master in order to become effective social workers. And over the last 6 semesters, I know that the focus on these core competencies has helped me to believe in myself as a professional social worker, and to understand how critical it is that these core competencies follow me into the field and give me cultural awareness and an awareness of the world around me. I've been involved in a lot of class projects, and those have instilled a sense of responsibility in me when it comes to research and advocacy, Stacy, in the social work field. I didn't understand why I had to take those courses, and I was really frustrated from time to time. So don't get down on yourself if that's something that you experience, because when you stick it out and you really follow the curriculum and listen to the professors, it will all make sense. When you come to the point where we're at. This education has helped me to embrace self-awareness, awareness of myself, and unconditional positive regard for everyone I come into contact with. The program has helped me to affirm and validate that this is the right career path for me. I believe that the social work education and experience that I've had in my field placement have prepared me to be an asset in any social work career that I eventually go into. And I am proud that I will soon be an Ursuline alumna. And with that said, one final thing I want to say is that anyone who becomes an Ursuline student, whether you're on the ground or online, take ownership of the campus. Get to the campus. Go to the library, go to Met's and have lunch, go buy a t-shirt at the bookstore, and give yourself that identity as an Ursuline student. Have a relationship with your campus. Go see your professors in their offices. Go visit the financial aid office, and just take ownership of everything. Go to the library and use your printing allowance to print your syllabuses so that you don't have to do them at home. That's a big bonus. And you'll learn so much more if you become a student. I can't say enough about the program, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the staff and the professors and the experience that I've had at Ursuline and the support.